Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to our January challenge called A Fragment of Your Imagination. This challenge was created by 7 Forests, 5 Rivers, and you can find them on social media accounts, and also they have a website. So they have created these 31 fragments for us to try, and then I created this document so that I can draw the fragments inside these already created little reticula. And if you would like access to this, it is in the description of this video, and you can download it. Okay, so today is January 21st, and it says, "Let Yerba embrace you and supply you with extra strength to keep going." I love that they added these little sayings on every single one. So keep going. We've only got today and then 10 more days of January. All right, so Yerba was created by Debbie New, a CZT, and she is also one of the creators of this challenge through 7 Forests, 5 Rivers. So Debbie New. All right, I'm going to show you what this looks like, not as a fragment, just as a tangle or a pattern. So it has this kind of a fescue start. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Okay. And then we put these little petals on each side. And then we go up a little bit. And then we just kind of go out and out. So that is this cute little flower shape. And then she adds a little round half of an orb up there with a little bit of dots for embellishment. Okay, and then as you can see, as a fragment, it looks very, very different. So essentially we're going to break apart that square in half, and then the tip of that fescue is going to be right here, and then we're going to build up around it. Same on this side. Okay, so she took her pattern and just sort of simplified it into a smaller version. But I did want you to see what it looks like because it's a very beautiful tangle. Okay, so let's zoom in here. All right. So to make this one, we're going to divide these in half. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right away. You could change the direction of these if you wanted to. All right, and then I'm going to start over on this one here. And so we want to make this little triangular shape and have it touch right in the center. So hers is kind of a swooping, like it swoops up and then swoops back. Same on this side, it kind of swoops up and then is rounded and swoops back down. Looks like an hourglass. And then right here, I'm going to put in a dark little petal like the tip of fescue. Then we're going to make that long petal on top. And then come out the sides and do the smaller petals. So right up against that swooping hill. And then the other side. And each one starts at that previous petal and just kind of jumps off. Okay, so now we're going to do this next section. So I'm going to mark the center so I know where to go. And I'm going to swoop up and do rounded and swoop down. And then the opposite way. Make that little fescue shape there. Large petal and smaller petals. Look at how beautiful that looks. All right, and then our fescue petal is going to come out the flat side. Add the large petal and the smaller ones coming off of it. I love that she took a larger pattern and made it simpler and smaller to fit in these little boxes. Okay, I'm going to put a dot in the center of these two. I'm going to swoop up, curve and down, and then the opposite way. Add that little bit of fescue. There we go. It's so fun to think that any tangle or any pattern could be made into a fragment. I love that. All right, I'm going to put my last little dot here, swoop up, curve and down. Remember to put that petal on the flat edge, not on the curved edge. I love how these just tuck in there so well. And then because I'm me and I like to add ink, I'm going to ink in these little extra areas where the petals don't fill. You don't have to do this part, you can just leave yours the way it is. But I like to add this bit of drama and contrast. See, it just looks a little bit different than it does down here. This would also be a fun one to do in a circle. Make like a little marble out of it. All right, I've got one more to go. There we go. All right, I'm going to add an aura around this whole thing. I'm going to let it be a little bit wiggly because that's how I'm feeling right now, right? I'm just a little wiggly anyway, so let's just embrace it. Give it a cute little frame. All right, there we go. I love that one. It's so beautiful and would be fun to do even more, or a whole series of them just in a line like a border. All right, that was the Fragment Yerba, and I was going to do a little bit of shading. All right, so to shade this one, I'm going to do two things. The first thing is I'm going to go around the outside of that little center area. And then I'm going to take my little blending tool and push it away. That just sinks that dark circle down into the plant a little more. Very pretty. And then I'm going to add graphite to the inside of the four outer edges. Look at that pretty little shadow it makes. Okay, there we go. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.